Thanks, Robert, and welcome back to our English language gathering. Before we start, we'd like to take 30 seconds to pray for our friends around the world and especially in Israel. Let's pray. Amen. Now, please invite your tens and please turn your cameras on so we may see your faces. With our opening intention, John?
Thank you, Richard. Good morning, friends. Revise the agenda of the assembly. Before one obtains some illumination from above by himself, he should seek out like-minded people who are also seeking to enhance the importance of any contact with the Creator in whatever way. And when many people support it, everyone can receive assistance from his friends.
Thanks, John. And now we would remind our friends that we are a little more than a week from our global Congress. And now that most of us are rested, we would like to hear your impressions. But first, we have a clip. Robert?
אני לא חושב שאנחנו צריכים לעשות מאמצים גדולים כדי להתחבר יחד, מפני שאנחנו כבר יחד.
יאללה! כנס! Love your ten as yourself! Enter the ten. 10 into 1 is how we will find love. Enter the 10, melt into the center and an all to above. Enter the 10, we thank the light surrounding for giving us a show. Enter the 10, forget yourself and enter the 10. All qualities equally mingling in a circle. Enter the 10. We rise above the ego for the sake of his contentment. Enter the 10. We have the rap, we have the books, we have so many perfect friends. Enter the 10. Forget yourself and enter the 10.
Wow, did we all get pulled back into the Congress? Thanks, Robert. So we're going to do an open mic, Italian style. Nick, will you please start us out?
Yeah, the Congress was amazing. There's no words, but I'll try to come up with some. I know it impressed everyone differently. For me, it's been my dream for about 10 years now to make it to Israel. And, for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out until now. Um, I was feeling like maybe I'll never be able to go, but yeah, it was just amazing to be in Israel for the first time, my first Israel World Congress. Um, Ultimately, the best thing about it was, meeting so many new friends in the World Kli, all the friends that put in so much effort to fly there, to be there physically. I've gotten to meet some of the Israeli friends, that come to the North American congresses, but to meet, the Israeli Kli, so many Israeli friends. Um, was yeah, truly amazing. Yeah, I definitely got choked up a bunch and different times. Probably the first time was in between lessons we were up on the roof and the band was playing and everyone was singing and knew all the words to the songs and dancing and I just felt this energy from the connection and I just felt like there's no place on this planet where you can be around, such great people, the greatest of the generation, and yeah, so much unity, and yeah, especially they keep the men and women separated a lot, but the women just had this very special energy, the way they were dancing and it was just amazing. So yeah, I definitely got choked up by the emotion of it all. Um, I got to stay with Aaron Chester. He was a perfect host. He just went above and beyond and really showed me what it means to be a great friend, a giant. Um, so yeah, it was ultimately. Like I was saying, it was the best part was meeting so many friends. We do all this work in our 10, but then at these congresses we get to expand our vessel, gather all these pieces of our broken soul back into our heart, and yeah, that's all I got. It was truly amazing. Um, am I supposed to call on someone? I forgot what Italian style means. Um, Grisha, I got to hang out with Grisha there.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much. Oh, that's definitely was amazing, fantastic Congress. That was so strong feeling of spirit of unity, of connection, so strong desire of the friends just to be together. We had like 800 friends came from the 50 countries to Israel, and regardless of the very special situation externally in the world, and also that Rav, the first Congress with Rav was not sitting on the stage before us as usually, and in many aspects that was the first of the kind Congress when TENS prepared most of the events, lessons and lesson preparation and Yeshivat Haverim, etc. That was like uh, a lot of impressions from this Congress, a lot. So we also, before the Congress one day, so we met uh, with the English speaking Kli for the meal. That was like very special, meals by languages. And then the same day we met at the Asaf backyard, probably better to say front yard, also English Kli. So very uniting, very uniting. And also that was the feeling that Rav, one friend said, I also completely felt like that Rav was with us the whole Congress as usual. Not just, we didn't see him, but the feeling that he is with us and feeling, that we are his students, feel responsibility that whatever, he put his life into us like for dozens of years. And that was felt that everyone feel, that responsible that we continue now, no matter what's happening. And was a feeling that nobody made decision to not come to this Congress in Petah Tikva because Rav was not there. No, like everyone come because they would like to unite with the friends. And that was another manifestation of that friends feel the greatness of friends, the value of being together. Okay, thank you. What about Pam? Let's see what women think about the Congress.
Thank you, Grisha. You talked about gathering of friends, and that gathering of friends was the forces that was needed to help each of us strengthen our connection in our 10. And even though, I was the only one from our 10 that was able to go, I really felt like I was connected to them through the whole thing, which is, what the Congress was about. And it was a different kind of connection, but it was very strong, and it was as if they were there and I was with them through the whole thing. And I thought they did an excellent job at organizing, with it being the first of its kind. And it's so good to see so many faces here that I saw there in Israel. And it was just truly an amazing Congress. And I just really felt that the goal for the tens was achieved as a society. And, as Rafa said, it's something we need to continue to deepen, and an amazing, amazing Congress. Francis.
Thank you, Pam. I thought you were going to give another lady a chance. Anyway, that's good. Yeah, um, this was my first time going to Israel, and it was really, I'm just blown totally. I don't have the words, to capture the feelings that went through me whilst in Israel. But I came home, thinking about the topic, the title of the Congress, which is connecting in the 10 and adhering to the Creator. Connecting in the 10, adhering to the Creator. And it's been ringing in my ears. This morning, in my tens, Yeshivat Havarim, we were talking about that because 5 of us went there from my 10, 5 of us. So there's been a lot of feedback. One thing stood up for me going down to Israel and seeing how these friends, the veterans we see on the screens every day, the way they live their lives, everything. That is the impression I took home. Everything. Their lives is woven around BB. And it spoke volumes to me. It spoke volumes, real volumes to me. That there are a group of people who have given up everything, making sure that everything works like clockwork. And it does work like clockwork, to organize a Congress of that size and magnitude. I was totally blown, totally blown. So I think, there's a lot one can say, but I will leave it here to let somebody else also pick up. But I think I saw Iva there physically.
Thank you, Francis. I was just sitting here thinking, who's going to call on me? Not that I wanted to be called on, but since I am called on, I want to share. This It's the first time there's ever been this type of Congress. And I'd like to coin a phrase that says was a Congress for the tens, by the tens. And that's what made it so amazing and so phenomenal. There was a lot of preparation. Each 10 prepared before we went. We had the study material. We did the lesson preps, and we did them over and over again, which prepared our hearts, our minds, our thoughts were more pure when we got there. We were happy to see each other. And as I was the only one from my 10 that went. However, as I sat with a couple of other people during the lesson preps, who were the only ones there from their 10, we found that when we read the articles or the excerpts for the preparation, we saw things that we had never really experienced before in reading those particular Rabash articles. And we all said it pretty much at the same time, which was an amazing thing. We were in awe of how really preparing and getting yourselves, your thoughts and your hearts together before, and then carrying it through the actual reality made such a huge difference. The families that we stayed with were just families. They were like people you'd known all this forever. We were bonded closely. It really was just an incredible experience. And I think it was because we weren't sure what was going to happen. But we did it. So because it was done by us, it made it exceptionally special. So I want to pick somebody who was not there in person. Susan, I haven't heard from you in forever. Thank you, guys.
Hi, Iva. Thank you. But I was there. I was there through Pam. Because in my 10, I was 100% there, as were the rest of my 10. I've been to a lot of congresses, but there's never been one like this where that actually happened. You know, you sometimes have a person there and they're sort of connected you as best they can. Maybe it's a testimony to Pam's effort, but we were connected for everything. And so what that did for the 10, all the preparation that we did ahead, but it was about connecting in the 10. And by George, we did that. We did that, as I'm sure all of you did. That's the difference in this Congress, that focus and then adhering to the Creator. So yes, it was a fantastic 10 opportunity, and for the whole World Kli, and you could feel it. So those of you there were immersed in it. It hugged you. And so those of us not, but connected to a 10, it was like the hug came through the technology, okay, and just hugged us. So that was the Congress. And here we are now. That felt like that was 100 years ago. We are now. And the changes, so now you can look at the changes. The scrutiny is looking at what has happened to us. And yeah, we are on a new degree, for sure. And it's, personally speaking, it's a degree of the heart. Never before did I understand the word yearning, what it means to yearn for the center of my 10, behind which is the Creator. I didn't know what that really meant, but it has to do with the quality of the heart. And it makes you want to weep. That's how bad. That word that we hear about, heart sick, love sick. I now know what that feels like a bit. So yes, it was a fantastic opportunity, and here we are now to use it. to share it, to use it, and bring that kind of heart to what the world needs now. Yeah. Okay. A shining light who was always there, burning bright. Irina says you broadcast already even to the BB Toronto group, not just your 10, to us as well. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we have a chat, BB Canada, so we just posted as much as we can, all information, like it was direct connection from BB to Canada. Yeah, every time, like, what, after each Congress, we are saying there is no Congress like this before. But this is indeed was very different. The different is before we were listen to Raf, and we actually taking from him energy. And this Congress is different because we have to take from each support to each other. And it was amazing, the connection we built there. Not only there, like in the whole world, and the whole World Kli was amazing. And I wish we will just improve it and think about Israel now. It's again result of our connection. We have to think about it and remember about it. Every time that Congress happens, something happens in Israel. But it's part of correction, and we just need to go over it and build our connection stronger. And I would like to call Tim, actually. I saw Tim is there. Tim, you're still in Israel, looks like, yeah? Tim, hello.
Yeah. Great to see you. Great to see everybody. Yeah, we're still in Israel. And you're right. The Congress was something really. I'm here with obviously our wonderful friend Lawrence, and staying with him and his amazing family. Half in his house and half down the shelter.
Bunker mates.
Bunker mates.
Irina, you started speaking my exact mind and heart. Like my words were coming from your mouth, my heart was coming from your mouth. It's like some of the deepest prayers that really shake the branches, if you will. And then the fruit falls. So, it's really these times that it's proof to me how great the Creator is, how great the effort of the friends is, and how blessed we are to be surrounded by really these highest points of the human soul. And we really get together to give ourselves to the force of love. Wow. Just think about it. It blows my mind a bit.
It's I couldn't say, Gabriel, shh. I couldn't, here's my son. Look, I'm about to speak, say something. Okay.
Oh, really?
So, I think that, Gabriel, come on. It's been amazing. The Congress, with Rav, again, as everybody's echoing, not being on the stage, but rather, it was like the most incredible Congress that I've ever been to. Most emotional and powerful and revelational about the greatness of the friends and such, as Lauren says, such incredibly high souls, such wonderful people, such profound relevance. I think this whole thing is, there's no surprise that we're under such attack, and the power is shifting, things are changing across the world, my own country, England, and America, hopefully, for the better. But all for the better, all for the good. And we're part of making that change. What we stand for and what we do in our lives between us is such an almighty, massive, powerful, I don't know, run out of words.
Humbling.
Humbling. Yeah, humbling. So thank you, everybody, for being here.
Any reason to pray is a good one.
We get to choose now, don't we? You choose, Laurie.
I can't. Doctor. Doctor. Dr. Angelov.
Calling.
Paging Dr. Angelov. Doctor.
On the duty. I'm okay. First of all, I want to say that it was the test for the whole World Kli. When Raf was behind the scenes all the time, but his heart, his energy, and everything was with us. And it was the test when everybody prepared the Congress and Raf was behind it. I don't remember the Congress when at the beginning of the preparation, not even lesson. You can hear the fly going from one place to another place. Everybody is so silent and everybody is so attentive. So we had such a connection that we didn't have before. And somebody stole from me giving the word to Tim and Lawrence. But before I give to someone else, I want to say lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. La 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 ah. Okay, Atilia.
Thank you, Sasha. You took the words out of my mouth. How can we not recognize the musicians? And Lieb, you, brother, specifically, my God, you and your band, your singing, your showmanship, all have contributed incredibly toward this, this Congress. And you all said a lot of very, very important things. There's just a few things I like to highlight as audition. I do think all of us from at least our 10 and I think many others, those 5 of us from our 10, we all came back different than when we left. We had high expectations, and I think the Congress has surpassed all of them. I think we all feel much more evolved, a lot closer to each other, to the whole society, and have a significantly stronger impression of the importance of the path. As we were flying in, as we were in Israel, in the Holy Land, so many things that we heard through the Rav or through the veterans really became real and tangible. And I think we could all relate to that a lot more, and that has changed us significantly. Like for me, we heard the Kabbalists sing, "In the multitudes is the King's glory." And having thousands of people who were very excitedly looking forward to connecting and growing and attaining the goal had such a power to it that is difficult to describe, especially being on a holy land. I mean, I understand there are challenges, but to be in the Holy Land, in BB, together, trying to connect to the Creator was so incredible that I think words are just really insufficient to describe the feelings, the sensations, and things that we kind of gained and attained and kind of brought back. So for me, this Congress was truly, in all account, an incredible event and truly, truly transformational. And I can't be more pleased than being part of this and working with all of you. I think it's just quite a magical thing that we are part of. No two ways about that. I'd like to pass it over to John Larkins. John always have a lot of wonderful things to say.
Yeah, I'm just listening to our friends speak, and every time our friends speak, we go straight to the heart of the connection of whatever their friend is describing, because as many friends have said, we were all there, whether it was a physical participation or virtual participation. It was incredible. very intense Congress. Also, too pivotal for BB, considering that everything is in our hands now. The interdependency that Rob has been uh, speaking about to us for years and years and years is comes to the reality that you can feel that it's really time to unite inwardly. You can feel the desire to want to do so coming from our friends. But I had the opportunity to go to Florida for the Congress. I was packed and ready to go to Israel, but due to circumstances that were unfolding, I just was not able to be there this time. But in Florida, the Congress was absolutely amazing. I think it was about close to 20 friends there. The women were just absolutely incredible and taking care of everything, and even giddy in the service. I was really jealous of what I saw in Florida. The women, when they came together to make the Shabbat prayer, they were happy to serve, and it was an incredible example for me. Um, but to as friends have said this, I don't have any word for this Congress. It was very serious, very internal. I'm sure there was a lot of left line that came up for probably many of us because it's a time of transition. But the beauty of it is that we go through it together in unity, no matter what the Creator presents to us. This is the most important thing. We all feel the how we're bound to our work, and it goes way beyond what can be seen. It goes deep into the heart, and congresses like this kind of expose and show us the responsibility that we have as a World Kli, ready to serve one another. And really, as Rob said in their lesson last night that we watched, the force of bestowal means absolutely nothing. It won't be given unless we're ready to pass it on. So I feel very strongly in this Congress that our responsibility gauge has gone off the charts, and that each friend is ready to step in. And this almost feels like a Congress prep for our next Congress. So thank you for everything that you do. We're nothing without each other. Behind. I need to put on glasses. Let me see. Andrew, I meant to speak about this too. Cobb U12, USA Northeast, and Florida came together as 110. Absolutely amazing. Go ahead, Andrew.
Wow, John, that was remarkable. What an incredible description. I wish I had the words that you've got. That was just, you nailed it. I too was unable to travel to Israel, but had the good fortune of traveling to Florida, where several tens came together, really into one ten, and just merged together. There were a few of us from Maccabi 12 that were able to attend. We had also a friend that traveled to Israel who made just really incredible efforts to make sure that we were connected at all times, did workshops together. Along with John said, just the women in Florida, remarkable, how just the attention to detail, how well they arranged everything. And I want to add as well that we had I saw just a note from Todd here who Todd several others from our 10 were all connected in virtually. So whether friends were there present in Israel, whether at a Mirror Congress, whether a virtual connection, just incredible efforts, and everyone had to go through something to be involved, to add their little spark and participate. So. We all get equal portions of the light. We all add what we can, and the work continues. I made a special connection with a dear friend that I think is very soft-spoken, but has a ginormous heart, who I want to call on right now. Great to meet him in Florida. Anthony, if you wouldn't mind saying a few words and just share with us just a piece of your heart. It was incredible to meet you, friend.
Yeah, like you said, it's a great connection, seeing all those burning hearts on the screen. I mean, it's a great connection to be part of, just a lot of great friends, connecting, uniting as one. And, it's great. So, L'chaim to Baruch.
And now we're going to give you a musical interlude for about 10 minutes of music from our friends in Israel. Robert?
Richard, could you be more specific? Orange
From
prayer?
our chat. I don't know anything about it either.
Well, I have orange prayer, which is 10 minutes and a half, and the out song. Okay.
أهبات هداها سهل لهبوبه نگشاغو وأني بثوخ جهلا فعمي سلالين له يش غشوث لي أعلى أصحابه تخشع سيون أشرهم نهلوليم شحريث وعار بثبت نذيبين أذكاره لبي وغا يوناي بحشاك نبهاليم بنعيم زمي غثمي نذاد أثعوغه واني وغايوثي باغينو سهليم بينه عذاث كذا شبه شيغه حبه حثون وها كهلا بحبه زهيوم سهمو حذلا أهيومو يوغارو يوغارو كي وذو ذوحن وحسد جمالي جمالي يحدو عليه شلحان وخصدو ديكاغو ديكاغو زمن سعيدنو وخلها نيس جولي نيس جولي ميكوس يشوع أسمحه وزمره وزمره أوصي لخول صدي وأشيف شو أليم شو أليم شمتو بلا مسكيلم بدعات يا شوق يا شوق كي هم عليه يسغم بوداي مشاليم مشاليم تأوات لابو وملا صدتهم جوابه جوابه يعلوه لقان عذا وحييم نحليم نحليم أهبات يحيدوثي لها تبئل نوهاغو نوهاغو ברוך שהו נותן שכר כל פועלים פועלים שולם כנור לעדותי ינהרו ינהרו זוגן וגם בחור וחול עוללים עוללים
It is always amazing to hear this prayer.
ותזרימי תקווה.
Now let's continue sharing impressions. Christian.
All right, dear friends. What a whirlwind the States we got to experience together in the Congress. You know, truly beyond words, feeling the complete sensation of accommodation and love from the friends in Israel. Like there's no words to describe that. You know, most of my 10 we were able to make it to Israel, and you know, a piece of my 10 is still there to me. You heard him earlier. Um, so you know, we're still in Israel, and we're still together with you friends always. Yeah, we stayed at Omri and Noah Dotan's house in Matalon. We you know, we had the whole crew together. Gosh, it's something, you know, you all should experience, friends. Going to Israel and staying with the family and just being in the heart of the world, the heart of the spiritual universe. We're still digesting the States in the Congress, what we went through, this new sense of responsibility, you know, without Rav, but carrying Rav's every word in our heart, carrying his presence with us. It was really fun looking at the screens, you know, seeing the big gatherings in Florida, New York, LA, Salt Lake. You guys lit up the hearts for sure. San Francisco too. Don't want to forget you guys. Yeah, friends. Now we're ready for the Tens Congress. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at in our 10. You know, we're already, you know, we locked down our place. We're gonna stay at Albert's. He's gonna host us. We're working on duties already, you know, figuring out kitchen duties, cleaning duties, things like that. So it's an actual Congress with duties where it's like, hey, bro, you're signed up to cook this dish, and you know, it doesn't matter whether it's a dish you want to cook or not, or it doesn't matter if you want to clean. You're here to serve. So we're in that mindset. In Canada too is amazing seeing you guys. Can't forget you brothers and sisters in Canada. It's all flashing back, friends. It's you know, the states after Congress tend to be a little bit foggy. But the impression of being together with you, dear friends, and feeling the general flow of the Kli is something truly incredible. So really grateful that the Creator was able to gift us this new state. And yeah, the prayer is now for all of us to strengthen our tens, for all of our tens to be really, really strong. Bright told me something really cool before we were leaving. You know, he not only complimented our 10 New York 2, who had the privilege with New York 3 of giving a lesson, but he was saying, you know, we have to reach this point where every 10 at any point in time can be called upon to lead the world Kli in the lesson, to lead the world Kli as this example of connection. It's our prayer for you, dear friends, that you can come to deeper unity in the tens. So, challenge to you, figure out how you're going to be together in person as tens. We've got 3 months to the day, basically. If you guys weren't able to make it to Israel, now's your chance to make some extra efforts to travel and be together. Because this is what we have to do. We have to come a lot closer. So, big L'chaim. I want to hear the West Coast. Let's hear Javier. I was feeling that energy from you, brother. L'chaim.
Band, brother, the band, the music, la música. Wow. I can tell highlight all World Kabbalah, the musicians together, sharing the heart. And I know BB Band, there's no rehearsal. It's just get together and play. You know the song, you know the friend of the heart of the friend, and it's go. Well, for us, it was pure preparation up until we got to the Congress. And then it was pure joy. It was pure gratitude. Let's be there with friends. We're not really, doing any work. We just had a chance to connect and sing and unite and be with friends. Truly, it was hard to do anything else. We're just there with the friends in New York. Watching you guys lead a lesson and Latin to lead a yeshivat, and this group lead that, and this group lead that. It was the world's greatest level, I think, that we've ever seen. And I don't think our Kabbalists before us have ever even dreamed of this level. So l'chaim to this preparation we're in right now for this next Congress, because it's going to be, we're taking the whole world with us. We're taking the whole world with us. And we're either in preparation for Congress, friends, or we're in Congress. Tonight we have a little mini Congress called The Lesson coming up, and we all should be there because this leads us to the big Congress. But as far as the impression, friends, the whole World Kli is still feeling this amazing connection. We here have chosen Lema as our next Congress manager, so let's think of him. And next year in Jerusalem, all LA wants to go to Israel to join the giants, the example of New York, the example of Toronto, the example all the friends gave us. I mean, they're just burning in the bone marrow, friends. So we are going to be there, and I will bring a cajon or some sort of string instrument to join this precious EB band. However, if I can serve them water, I will do whatever I can. But my impression, friends, is that we don't take our foot off the gas. We're going to the next level as one. The whole world knows the role, and we lack nothing but just to shine more of his greatness between us and all for his contentment.
L'chaim. Thank you, friends. We also have a posting in our chat. The last Toronto Mirror World Kabbalah Congress felt not just as an event, but more like a living vessel, a shared heart beating across continents, across the whole planet, all praying, singing, studying as one, thanks to the friends, to the sources, to our Rav, and to the Creator. L'chaim. So it seems we had a great Congress, and we are glad that you were able to join us today. We will see you next time. Now with our closing intention. John?
Baal Salam, Shemati, Article 137. Mordechai was from the quality of the tree of life, not wanting to extend anything below, since he had no deficiencies. Hence, he had to increase the quality of Haman, so that he would draw the lights below. Afterwards, when he disclosed his deficiency, Mordecai would receive them in the form of reception in order to bestow. L'chaim, friends, have a great week.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Time family.
wicked things we've done. Each our sparks alone in the dark will simply fade to black unless we come as one to face the rise. I know everyone knows there is a happy ending when our hearts go connecting, feeling once again. Remember when we were once all together as a people and each had love for all the others. We remember when we were all connected as a one nation, bound in love for one another. Peace will reign again. Peace will reign again. When things were so easy then, just as children we went rumbling through the garden. Now it seems alas something has come between us that will not allow one another to feel each other. The winds of war are blowing and we don't wanna go. The winds of war are blowing and we don't wanna go. If we keep our heart together in the dark of night and act the love between us will bring dawn to light. Now we can't deny we need the love to be strong, so when the olive branch falls, we will all be one. Peace will reign again. Peace will reign again. Peace will reign again. Peace will reign again.
Friends.
Love that song. Wake up.
L'chaim.